All right, we were shaking up the snow globe at times today. Good Thursday evening, everyone. It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm. It's the video we call Weather for Weather Geeks. It's our geeky weather video, of course, that is the most detailed forecast you're going to find anywhere on TV or online for our region. And I wanted to, of course, review what happened today, but talk more about what will happen as we head into the weekend and early next week with a long duration snow event coming our way. Let's start out this evening with a look at a time-lapse video from our camera in Boardman. If you've ever driven along 224 in Boardman, this is right by Walgreens. This camera's perched on a billboard right by Walgreens across the street from Southern Park Mall, and we're pointed east here towards Pullman. The get-go is on the right-hand side of 224, and yeah, at the start of the day, okay, but then we had a pretty intense little snow shower right there that caused some real slick travel for a time right around Boardman. This is fairly representative of what happened today. Occasionally, you got a burst of snow, and then things were okay, and even some sunshine here and there, even though the flavor of the day, of course, was very wintry. A lot of wind and cold temperatures and snow flurries and snow showers. Some of these were bona fide snow squalls. Now, we did not have, a squall that brought 4 inches like sometimes will happen in intense snow squalls. But the definition of a snow squall, kind of a sudden onset of snow, intense bursts of snow and wind, but typically short in duration, sometimes only 5 or 10 minutes, but they can lead to rapidly deteriorating road conditions and localized whiteouts with low visibility. As of this recording, just before 6:30, we don't have much in the way of snow squall activity out there right now, but this is a 12-hour loop showing how things progressed today. We had a couple of pretty dominant bands out there this morning, and then this sort of morphed into just a little bit more of a haphazard, random presentation on the radar for a lot of the day today. That's kind of typical in lake effect. Sometimes you get a couple of dominant bands, and then sometimes it morphs into something that's just a little more scattershot. As of 6:30, we had one kind of semi-dominant band right now from about Youngstown down towards the Turnpike and heading into southwestern Lawrence County down towards Beaver Falls in western PA as well. And not much is going to change tonight. The wind trajectory is not going to change a whole lot tonight, so I think the radar is going to kind of look like this all night with occasional flurries. The occasional beefier snow shower will remain a possibility, although that'll be generally kind of the exception. Most of the time, it'll either not be snowing or snowing pretty lightly. All of this is because of some pretty cold air blowing over the wide open Great Lakes. The ice coverage on the Great Lakes is only at like 7% or something. Pretty low. It's jumped up a little bit over the last 5 or 6 days, but it's still pretty low compared to climatology. And, the temperature legends up here at the top. We're looking at the temperatures at 5,000 feet. These deep purples are single-digit temperatures, Fahrenheit, up at the 5,000 foot level. So basically you have a temperature difference of about 30 degrees or so between the air at 5,000 feet and the water temperatures on the Great Lakes. That gradient, that temperature gradient, is what drives lake effect snow. The bigger the temperature gradient, the more uplift you can get, the more clouds and precipitation. Not only is it cold outside, but enough of a breeze to create wind chills in the single digits here at 6:30. And that'll be the case all night tonight. All right, high-res featurecast actually not doing a great job this evening pinpointing where kind of that main band is right now. It's more like this. But a band with a Lake Huron connection will remain a possibility for tonight, especially in northwestern PA. Otherwise, yeah, scattered flurries, the occasional snow shower, blustery, cold weather. Just be a little bit cautious if you're out tonight and into tomorrow morning, because occasionally visibility can be reduced and you can encounter some slick spots. All right, as we head into the day on Friday, high pressure is going to try to nudge in. Now, I think our model here is a little optimistic with the amount of clearing that transpires in eastern Ohio and western PA. It'll still be pretty cloudy, I think. But I doubt there's as many beefy snow showers tomorrow as there were today. But that's still going to be a possibility. Here and there, a little quick burst of heavier snow. A lot of the time, just some flurries. The flurry machine will finally shut down, I think, by Saturday morning. Maybe a couple of lingering flakes at daybreak on Saturday, especially out towards I-79 in Mercer County. But then I think the low cloud deck will thin and allow for some milky sunshine. The low clouds kind of replaced by an incoming deck of high clouds during the second half of the day. But still, this is the best part of the weekend. This is the time of the weekend to run your errands. No problems. Actually, kind of halfway decent outside Saturday afternoon as temperatures get up to about freezing. But the cloud deck will thicken and lower by Saturday evening. And here comes our next system. Now, of course, as you know, this is not lake effect. This is going to be a general snowfall. And this is a complicated setup where you have an area of low pressure taking kind of an oddball track a little bit. So a lot of times we see low pressure doing like this or coming up like this, but kind of cutting right across the Ohio Valley. That's a little more unusual. This, by Sunday morning, is strengthening as it's rolling up the Ohio River Valley, and I think snow will get going around here by about daybreak on Sunday. I think it'll snow for much of Sunday. Now, much of Sunday, the snow may be a little bit of a struggle in terms of the impacts and the accumulations. I think we're going to have a fair amount of compaction and melting during the midday and afternoon Sunday. I've got a forecast high of 34 Sunday. And the sun, while it's still pretty weak here in late January, it's not as weak as it was 6 weeks ago. It's equivalent now to early November. So a little incoming solar radiation through those clouds with air temperatures around 33, 34, and the snow rates not all that tremendous. I think everything's going to be pretty manageable once we get past the early morning hours on Sunday. It could be tricky early in the morning Sunday, but then the rest of the day maybe not so bad. Now, it'll be interesting to see the exact track of the system on Sunday because far enough north wiggle, and I think we're going to introduce the chance for some sleet to try to mix in, especially south of 224, maybe Interstate 80, Sunday late afternoon, early evening. That's going to be something we'll be keeping an eye on. The mixing line might get awfully close to our viewing area. So for sure, mixing is going to be a complication closer to Interstate 70, Columbus, Dayton, over towards Zanesville, Wheeling, places like that. But whatever mixing tries to occur Sunday evening, I think that window will shut fairly quickly as the surface low goes east and we start to get some cold advection on the back side of that surface low. You know, I think the opportunity for something other than snow will come to an end, and it'll snow at a pretty good clip then Sunday night into Monday morning. I think this will be impactful for businesses and schools and everything else for Monday morning. If you find yourself on the roads Monday morning, it probably will be a little bit tricky at times. And it'll still snow for a lot of Monday. Now, during the day Monday, kind of the main low is going to be over towards the East Coast. Energy is going to get transferred over towards the East Coast. And that means we're going to get pretty good snowfall, I think, in D.C. and Philadelphia and New York City and places like that. But we're still under the upper level low pressure system back here. So that means that the atmosphere will still want to produce rising air and snow showers Monday and into Monday night. This probably doesn't actually taper off completely until first thing Tuesday morning. So it's a long duration event. Today's Thursday. We're still, kind of 4 days out. So we're kind of in this zone right here where we're looking for trends. I can tell you that some of the model trends today would increase the odds of several inches of snow for our area. It's looking a little more likely, I think, that that's the outcome than yesterday. So trending up, I think, in terms of storm total snowfall. Once we get into tomorrow and Saturday, of course, we'll start really fine-tuning the details and honing in. You'll probably see me put some official numbers and forecasts by Friday evening. But that's where we stand right now. Kind of the broad overview of what I think the timeline here is. Snow for a lot of Sunday, maybe some sleet late in the day. The snow continues overnight into much of Monday with additional accumulations on Monday. Temperatures Monday will probably be below freezing most of the day. Maybe we'll get up to about 32 in the afternoon. Don't forget road treatment is still very effective. Even if it's 30, 31, treated surfaces may be okay for a lot of the day on Monday. The snow then tapers off overnight. You may actually see a little sunshine trying to break through by Tuesday. So stay tuned. We've got a lot to talk about with that midweek system coming up in future editions of Weather for Weather Geeks on my social media outlets and on 21 News at 6 and 11. You can stream all of our newscasts, of course, on the app, on the news app, and on WFMJ.com as well. Make sure you're following me on all the social media outlets, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and my YouTube channel. If you are watching on YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube videos and make sure you turn on the notifications so you will always know when I post a new video.